Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, just a quick update, not too much happens. Hopefully today or in the next few days we see a bit of action, but I think we're not really seeing a lot of catalysts at the moment in the markets, and the market is quite sleepy. So let's dive in. Again, a question still when we can finally see a break below 29k or above 29,990, because at the moment Bitcoin is clearly here in a range between support and resistance, as explained in previous videos. Clearly in a range, can't really make its mind up. Tried to break down yesterday, failed, did hold support, tried to rally then into resistance. Again, you can see how relevant the fib levels are. Did hold below 29,660, and it's just moving sideways. It's just a bit sleepy at the moment. And while Bitcoin is a bit sleepy, we see a few altcoins run. That's basically in line with my Bitcoin dominance analysis. We can just open that quickly. It's something I share quite frequently with channel members. So on the Bitcoin dominance chart, let's open that. We see that Bitcoin is a little bit at a potential pivot point here, potential decision point. Seems like, and this looks a bit odd, but it seems like, I think yesterday the total 3 market cap jumped. Let me know in the comments why that was, if you know why. I haven't found anything unusual, but because total 3 market cap jumped, the Bitcoin dominance reduced, basically in line with the analysis, but I don't know why it was. This just indicates that a C wave here could be in the making of wave 4, indicating some altcoin rallies. Now, in an altcoin rally, you know, obviously the idea would be it rallies, Bitcoin stays basically where it is, or at least some of the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. Not really in an alt season, but in a little bit of an altcoin rally before we see a turnaround again and Bitcoin is taking the lead again. So that's sort of what we've kind of been waiting for. And you start to see some of these altcoins start to rally out of their relevant support areas while Bitcoin is sort of stagnant, not moving much. So that's still the idea, but then as soon as the altcoins are getting a little bit exhausted, we can look forward to a 5th wave rally also on the Bitcoin chart, which could potentially be very, very interesting. That's sort of in line with that. So certain altcoin rallies, currently not a surprise. We've seen Rune, we've seen Fetch AI, you know, the few of them are breaking out at the moment. So let's see if that is anything sustainable. Bitcoin could be in a holding pattern for a while, as it seems, but it has been already for a while, so it's getting really draining and boring. The relevant scenarios are still here. The white wave count is still the leading one. For me, still the one that I would focus on primarily. What I cannot rule out is that it might do a high B wave before coming down, but at the moment it seems it's not motivated to go anywhere. Key is, I think, now to be watching these breakout points. We have 29,000 to the downside, which should generate a more direct path down. Or if Bitcoin breaks above 29,990, which I would personally prefer because then the C wave down would have more space. I would need, however, a break above 29,990 as confirmation for that. These are the earliest confirmation levels for each of these sub scenarios. And overall, however, in both of these, it is currently preferred for Bitcoin to go deeper into the support area that we've had on the chart for many months now, which offers support all the way down to 26,280. So there should be a potential opportunity to accumulate a little lower for those who wish in this setup that could eventually push Bitcoin much higher. The yellow wave count is the bullish wave count. This indicates what I need to see to believe that Bitcoin already bottomed here. At the moment, I don't believe it until I see that 5 wave move up and 3 wave move down. In addition, that would also be another setup when we see it, but it's too far away for, to believe it at the moment. Also because the bottoming structure here is not typical for Bitcoin, so it is currently not seen as very reliable. In the end, this yellow wave count is basically the same as the white one with a high B wave, but they will move away from each other, these two scenarios, if in the yellow wave count, Bitcoin can produce a higher wave 4, a higher low, and a higher high in a wave 5. But again, that is currently not seen as very reliable or as too probable. Yeah, these are the two scenarios. Still, the levels should be clear. Eventually, we should be heading down. My view is only we need to watch these breakout points to get an indication of, are we going higher in a B wave or are we coming down lower more directly? In the B wave, again, regardless of which one is playing out, it would still be expected to come down in the end. And if we get a higher B wave, what would be a potential target? Well, we can measure that actually with Fibonacci extensions. So if we really get such a higher B wave, then let's just measure that. We take the high of this. So the very first target would be 30,212. That's the very first target, yeah, because that would be the 100% extension. The 1.618 extension is the next one, which is very reliable typically. That is 31,180. So if it gets above 30,212, if it gives us a high B wave, which I think it could do if it breaks out, right? That would be, in my opinion, likely. If it breaks really above 29,990, we might get to the 1.618 extension at 31,180. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.